I'm not perfect. Shock horror alley, yes you are, don't be silly. There hasn't been a video in 2 days and I'm going to explain why. I just thought I was being really lazy. Now everyone has an off day, that's why I've never committed to being a daily vlogger. Because not yesterday, the day before, I had a bit of an off day. I was like, I don't want to do anything. And I was like, tomorrow will be different, because it always is. I always have those days. I'm like, alright, we'll just chill today, it's fine. But then the next day came around and it was exactly the same. I was kind of like, I don't wanna. Don't make me do it. For me to have 2 days like that is very unusual, and I started getting really angry with myself. Go away, man. I was like, why am I feeling like this? And then I realized why. Remember when we first got into our apartment, I made that video sorting out my life and I made a massive to-do list? Well, I went so hard that week, I smashed that to-do list out of the water and did absolutely everything. But then I didn't make another to-do list. That's how important to-do lists are in my life. If I don't make one, in my head, I have nothing to do. When I have so much to do, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So I've made another to-do list. Today's going to be a different day. Lots of work to be done and some exciting stuff, and the thing I want to talk to you about later and get your opinion on for a little interesting development in the channel. Let's tame the mane and get something done. Right, just heading to the coffee shop. Do you know what I feel? Hold on. You know what I feel? I feel a trip coming up. I'm ready for a trip out of Chiang Mai. Not that I'm not liking Chiang Mai, I'm just ready for a little trip. Now there's Pai and there's Chiang Rai, which are very close. Apparently a lot of people get food poisoning in Pai though. That doesn't sound like a fun holiday. Maybe we'll go to Chiang Rai first and we'll go to Pai. I don't know, the opportunity is just that. And we can do what we want. Anyway, work today, then we can plan the trip. Okay, so I've come and sat outside where it's actually really, really noisy to talk to you, because that makes sense. Instead of sitting in the cafe there, where there's loads of people. Even though there's loads of people here. Okay, so that was just ridiculous. I went to sit outside so I can talk to you because there's too many people in the cafe and I don't want to look like a complete weirdo. And then outside was just way too noisy. So whilst I was at the cafe, I was going to do some speed writing, which is something I do to get like words onto the page, and it normally works really well because it stops you from getting writer's block and everything. But instead I decided to structure a chapter first, which is something I generally don't do, and you probably should. Go away, Nat. You probably should do it a little bit more. I'm trying to be quiet because I think Scott's still asleep. It's midday. Go to his YouTube channel and tell him off. And then I started to write down each of the chapter and see if the themes were coming together, and they were. Oh my god, yes. Okay, so there's something else I want to talk to you about. So what I was saying earlier. Now, I've wanted to do live streaming. I wanted to start doing live streaming whilst I was in Chiang Mai. The internet here, it's probably best to do it in the mornings until everyone jumps on it. I know you need a lot of bandwidth, and during the day it can throw you off a couple of times because the amount of people on this floor using it. But there's something called YouNow, and it's funny because I found a few of the YouTubers I follow are live streaming on YouNow instead of YouTube. So I started watching on that, and it seems like a very quick and easy way to do it. And then funnily enough, YouNow contacted me last night asking if I wanted to apply to their partner program on YouNow. I was like, well, that's a bit strange. So I emailed them back to get some more details on that. Anyway, I thought, well, what's the difference? Surely I should just do it on YouTube. But with YouNow, you can get it on your phone. So if I can get some data and figure out how it's all working, I could literally live stream from markets, from cities, from anywhere I want. And do that kind of thing. Like regular live streaming, I'm not gonna like promise anything, but I'd love to try it and see, you know, what it's like. And it can be a bit more sit down, raw kind of Q&As sometimes, and then I'll try and find a way to live stream out and about in different countries. I think that'd be really cool. Maybe because I do want it up on my YouTube channel as well, because once you stream on YouNow, it just goes. It's a live stream, you can't record it. Maybe I can record it on my camera whilst I'm doing it, like Q&As and stuff, and then put it up on my channel after. Let me know your thoughts on that, live streaming on YouTube versus YouNow. I mean, what I'd do is if I did it on YouNow, I'd put up literally a 20-second video onto YouTube to let you all know I'm live streaming over there and on my social media. And then I can try and upload footage that I gather from that live stream. You know, I'm just figuring out ways it can work, but I've wanted to start live streaming for a long time, and literally the past few days I've been researching like downloading encoders so you can live stream on YouTube. Oh, what's YouNow? I mean, that seems so much simpler, but let me know what you think, because it's so weird that then they contacted me last night. But yeah, watch that space for that. And I've also just put out a question on social media, on my Facebook and my Twitter. I'm going to try and do a live stream regardless of where it is very soon, and the topic is going to be full-time travel. So you can ask me about working abroad, being a nomad, money, missing home, things like that. The topic is full-time travel, so any questions, leave them down below. Just because when I start the live stream, if I don't have many people there, it might get a bit awkward, so I want some, you know, questions in the back pocket kind of thing. Okay, I am like starving, so I think I'm gonna go to Maya and get some food. This clip's 4 minutes long, that's ridiculous. Oh, let's see what we got. This is 130 baht. Oh, this is for 2 people, obviously Scott and I, not just me, but oh my goodness, look at all that, look at it all. Oh yes, nice. Scott's head's gonna explode. Currently, little inside doing some money works at the moment. And one thing I would recommend for calling banks is having Skype Premium. I've said it before. Oh, do you like the jars? Got some little sneaky little coffee and sugar jars. Get Skype Premium, you can call internationally, and I think it costs me £2 or £3.99 a month for 300 minutes internationally. I can call my mum, I can call my dad, I can call the bank, I can call, you know, your mum, you know, who, why not? Why not? We'd have a great conversation. It's been a lifesaver. So much cheaper doing it that way. All right, we're heading out now for some, where is he? All right, so we're heading out for some food now. I think we're just gonna go to Lemon Tree, which is the little restaurant near us, which is really nice. I knew you were here somewhere. We were gonna go to the Saturday markets and eat near there, but no. Yeah, we were. Still do that if you want. Bye-bye. All right, so change of plan over the traffic noise. Instead of going to the Saturday night markets, and instead of going to Lemon Tree, we're gonna head on Niman Road and go to a restaurant there near our old apartment and go to our old mate who owns a bar here, and we'll go there as well. You know who I'm talking about. Why not? Thank you.
Back, Ali, and the what?
Changing it up. Oh. So dinner was fantastic, and we're just at Anthony's bar now. Put my screen down so you can watch me record myself. That's a little strange. Now it makes me stare at the lens and not the viewfinder like every YouTuber in the world, and annoys every viewer in the world. How'd you like it? The eye contact. I'm gonna stay here for a few beers because it's Saturday night, and why the hell not? I'm so proud of Scott right now because he's formulating a video idea, which means interviewing people, and that's something, you know, I've always admired, I've always wanted to do, but he's gonna go and do it, and I'm so proud of him and his channel. He's like really stepping outside the box, and I'm very proud. I just wanted to say that. I'm very proud of him. At the moment we're talking about ligaments and muscle, scar tissue, because that's what you talk about when you've had 2 massive Leos. Hi. We were also talking about what I said at the start of this video about like where we should go and stuff for a little break, and like I said, Pai, we've been put off because so many people get food poisoning there and stuff, and I always had the image of Pai to be this very tiny village mountain town, and it's not, it's just where all the tourists go. So I've kind of been really put off by that. I don't know why I had that in my head, that's what it'd be like, but more news on those developments later. Oh, Gary! Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a bit drunk. Don't judge me. Generally don't drink that much. And this is our 4th massive bottle of it. I'm talking. I'm a little drunk. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm feeling a little drunk. We're gonna embrace it. So you might get this vlog a little bit later tomorrow, but we don't really drink really much anymore, so we might have 1 beer, but with our meal, and that's it anymore. Who knows?